Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new here, hey, my name is Tenna and welcome to my circus. In today's video, if you cannot tell by the title, we are going to be doing a full face using only makeup products that I have gotten from Marshalls and Tjmaxx. If this is something that you are interested in seeing, go ahead and stick around and we will just pile a bunch of crap on our faces. Otherwise, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, not entirely sure what you're doing, it's kind of the cool place to be right now, so I'd hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. Alright, so for those of you that have been here for a little while, you have been on my channel, you have watched my hauls, you know that I am no stranger to doing hauls at Tjmaxx and Marshalls, and I have picked up a lot of items, but the one thing that I have not done since getting these things is put them on my face for you guys. That way we can see that are these items inside Tjmaxx and Marshalls, because they're not good products. So we're gonna figure it out. We're going to dive into this. Some of these products I have used and I know that they do work very, very well. Some of these products I hauled and I've never put them on my face. Just as a disclaimer, I'm going to try my best to do my entire face using things from Tjmaxx and Marshalls. However, there are some items that I have not yet found or picked up from either store yet, like concealer. I have not found one that isn't my wrong shade, and if it is my right shade, then it's gross and grody and somebody has used it, licked it, squished all the product out of it. Just not fun stuff. And so we'll have to compromise with a couple things, but for the most part, 90% of the things that we will be using today are from the store. So let's go ahead and start off. Let's go ahead and start with the face. I have not put down a base yet, so we're gonna go ahead and start with that. So my face is already washed, all that good stuff. I have not moisturized or done any of that quite yet. We do see a little bit of redness right here in my face, so we're gonna go ahead and fix all that right now. I'm going to go ahead and use this guy right here from Glam Glow. You may have seen me pick this up in one of my most recent hauls. So this is the Glam Glow Volcasmic Moisturizer. This is what we're going to be using on our face today. Basically, this stuff works extremely well. I have been using it, so as you can see, I have dipped my fingers into it quite a bit, and it smells just like candy, but it is this nice kind of moisturizer, and it's also a really good base for your foundation because it leaves like a nice matte finish onto the face. So we're going to go ahead and take some of this and just put it all over the face. Yeah, the stuff smells really, really good, and my face just like completely soaks it in. It's really, really good. So anyway, there's that guy right here. So I do recommend picking this one up. It is the Glam Glow Volcasmic Matte Glow Moisturizer. I do kind of see them pop up every now and then in the stores sometimes. So if you do see this, I do recommend picking it up, especially if you have like dry skin. I don't know, I just think it's really great. My skin just soaks it up. It's really, really hydrating, and it leaves a really nice canvas for foundation. So speaking of foundation, let's go ahead and jump into the one foundation product that I have found in my hauls, which is this guy by Marc Jacobs. It is the Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse Foundation. Basically, this is what the jar looks like. It is this very chic, sleek looking dude, and it is in the color 82 Cocoa. So I'm a little bit worried that the shade might be a little bit too dark for me. So let's go ahead and pull this off. There's a nice crack in there already, but it looks like it may be a little dark, but we will try it anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Morphe Y6 foundation brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of take my foundation brush and just kind of dip right into here. And let's go ahead and buff this out on the face and hope that it's not too crazy dark. So it's just a wee bit dark, not bad actually. This is actually a really good like summer shade for me. I don't think that this would work for me in the winter, but this is leaving like a really, really nice finish on my skin. Like my skin looks extremely airbrushed with this foundation. Alright, so I will say that this foundation is really, really nice, and it's like this nice finish on the skin. It is matte, but it still leaves a little bit of a glow to the face. It doesn't bring out any of like my texture or anything. It actually settles really, really nicely into the face. This is an excellent foundation. Definitely not mad at this at all. Sometimes I get a little bit worried that some of these products from like the higher end brands and things like that are in the stores because maybe it was like one of the items they made that didn't work too well, like kind of how you can find the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palettes in there, is because nobody liked them. But this is actually a really nice foundation. I like this. It works really well. I will say the only like downside to it is that it's a little bit more of like a cool toned brown, whereas like my skin is a little bit more warm toned. I have a little bit more of like the yellow undertones, and this one's a little bit more cool, so it does kind of have like an ashy effect to it, but nonetheless this actually matches really well. But the finish in general and stuff on this foundation is really nice, you guys. It's very natural looking, not cakey at all. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off really quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer and my eyebrows off camera because I don't have eyebrow products or concealer products, so I'm gonna have to cheat on those pieces, and I will be right back. Alright, so we're back, eyebrows are on, and I am all nice and concealed. Next thing that I usually like to go and do is bronze / contour my face. So we're going to be going in with this guy right here. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. It's in the medium deep matte bronzer shade, and it smells like chocolate. So let's go ahead and take a fluffy brush and go ahead and bronze out the face. I'm going to go ahead and just dip right on into it, and we're going to go ahead and just chisel her on out. We're all nice and bronze. This is a really good bronzer, actually. I'm a fan of this. I think the only reason why this ended up in Tjmaxx or Marshalls is because of the packaging change. I know that when you buy this now from like an Ulta, it's definitely different packaging. It looks differently, and it's also pressed differently on the inside. I believe that it has like, it says like Chocolate Soleil like stamped into it, whereas this is more like flat. But regardless, it's still a really good bronzer. It blends out very well, and like I said, smells like chocolate, so that's amazing. Next thing, let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. Let's go ahead and play with some eyeshadows. The two eyeshadow products that I have gotten from Tjmaxx and Marshalls is this guy right here. It is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, as well as this guy right here, which is our Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Basically, if we open this guy up, it comes with a little... That's what the inside of this one looks like. So we've got these cool tone colors. We're gonna be doing like more of a cool toned look today, just because we have a lot of cool tone colors. Same thing with the Too Faced one here. It is also a lot of cool tone colors. So let's go ahead and dip on into these. So first things first, I'm gonna probably just dip into the color Peanut Butter right here, which looks like the only kind of a warm shade in the entire palette. So let's go ahead and pop that into the crease. So these are very pigmented, as you can see so far. I like it. It blends out very nicely. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit more of a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to pop into the color Truffled right here, which is this nice deep dark brown. And I'm also going to tuck that into my crease. And I'm not gonna blend it up as high as I did the other color, but just kind of ever so slightly right in here. So let's go ahead. I know that this has a black in it, but I want to pull in this Marc Jacobs palette. So let's go ahead and pop into this black. I'm going to put it into the outer corner of this eye. We're going to kind of do like a smoky eye look today, and then play with a little bit of color as well. So we're going to go ahead and take that black on a nice small blending brush, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of dab that into the corner of the eye and just kind of blend this on out. So I will say the black in this one is a little bit patchy. Marc Jacobs. Normally their eyeshadows are really good, but for some reason this black is a little bit patchy. If it does it on this eye again, I might go back into the Too Faced one and play with that black. And it's not as pigmented of a black as I'm used to. It's coming out a little bit more of like a charcoal color. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop into the Too Faced palette, just because I want to see the difference. So let me go ahead and just pop into there. Let's go ahead and pop this in and see what the difference is as far as the blackness. And oh yeah, so it's already so much more dark. So much more dark. It's already way darker than the Marc Jacobs one. Yeah, can you see the difference already with like how much darker it is here to there? So Too Faced right now is outperforming Marc Jacobs, which is sad because like the Marc Jacobs eyeshadows are actually really good. Like the one from their summer collection this year, I got that one and it's like easily one of my favorite like grab and go everyday eyeshadow look palettes. Alright, next I want to go into this shimmery kind of a bronzy brown color here and put that all over the lid. Let's go ahead and try this with a brush first, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll go ahead and pack it on with our finger. I'm going to go ahead and take the brush and just kind of dip on into there, and let's see if we can pack this color onto the lid. So it's not working that good with the brush. Let's try it with the finger. Much better with the finger. Alright, next just for fun, just so we can play with the one bit of color that is in here, I actually want to pop into this Blueberry Swirl Blue right here, and I want to go ahead and drag that underneath the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nice dense packing brush, dip on into there, and we're going to go ahead and run this underneath the eye. Alright, and let's add a little bit of inner corner highlight. I'm really intrigued by this color right here, Butter Pecan. Looks like a very pretty color, so I'm going to go ahead and take that and pop that into the inner corners. Yeah, so it is like the perfect inner corner highlight shade. Ooh, that's pretty. Overall, both of these eyeshadow palettes worked pretty good. The Too Faced palette worked extremely well. There's nothing wrong with the formulas in any of these. They blend out really well. I didn't have any issues with patchiness. It's definitely just a cool tone palette. So if you're into cool tones and you see this, I would definitely pick it up. Otherwise, if you're more of a warm tone kind of person, then I probably wouldn't pick this one up. Might not be up in your alley as far as the colors go because everything in here is very much cool toned. The Marc Jacobs palette, I'm a little bit disappointed in. It didn't perform the way that I had expected it to. You know, the black was very patchy that was in here, and it was very difficult to apply this shimmer with a brush. I had to go in with a finger, and even then I feel like it looks a little bit more you know, shimmery and pretty in the pan than it does on my eye right now. Otherwise, I mean, I still see myself reaching for it for maybe a couple other shades that are in here, and on top of that, it's just very aesthetically pleasing. It's very pretty to look at. So, I mean, I don't regret buying this guy. However, I think this one was a pretty darn good deal. Let me go ahead and throw on some lashes really quick, and I will be right back. That's one thing that I did not get is lashes. If you're familiar with walking through there, some of the lashes that they have are either A, crazy looking, and I would never wear them in my life, so I wasn't gonna buy them, or B, they've got a ton of those like magnetic lashes right now, which is like the weirdest thing to me, and I'm like not into it. So like, not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes really quick, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. Let's go ahead and go in and highlight. I am going to actually go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora highlighter palette. Let's go ahead and open this one up. We've got a lot of ethereal colors, so it's not your natural, you know, everyday kind of colors. So part of me wants to go into this color Eclipse right here, which is this very pretty, it's kind of like it's like a white gold kind of a color. Let's go ahead and take our a nice highlighter brush. Let's go ahead and dip right on into there and highlight these cheekbones. Oh wow, that comes out like red, but like gold, but what has like a red reflect to it, which is kind of neat. Did not expect that to come out of it, but it's very pretty. And then I actually want to take a little bit of the color Luna, which is this silvery icy white color, and just kind of put a little bit of that on top of it. Just to kind of intensify that glow. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up with the lips. I don't know what I want to use. I have so many lip products. Things that I have gotten, I have got MAC lip liners, I've got some like NYX lippies, and I've also got some Marc Jacobs lip glosses and stuff. I kind of wanted to play with this gloss. It is that nice cool brown one that I showed you guys in my last haul, that has a little bit of blue reflect in it. And I think it would go really cool with the eye look that we created today. So let's go ahead and take one of these lip liner pencils from MAC. I think I want to go in with the color Morning Coffee, so let's go ahead and take this bad boy and line our lips with it. I'm going to go ahead and take this light NYX lippy. It is in the color Abu Dhabi, and I'm going to go ahead and take this and put this on. So we're having us a nice little nude moment. These actually smell really good. They kind of smell like frosting. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX. It's actually a really good formula. I am a huge fan of this formula. If you guys remember going back maybe to around Christmas time, when I did my last haul on this is when you saw I got that big massive thing of like 50, 60 lippies from them. So that is where I got that out of. So let's go ahead. I want to just kind of put a little bit of this on top of it. I feel like it's going to be darker than the lipstick that I just put down, but whatever. Let's go ahead and try this out. Oh my god, that's really cool. So we have this awesome glossy moment. I'm not entirely sure if you can see up close. If you guys can see up close, you can really see that reflect in there. It's kind of cool, and it smells like mint, which is even cooler. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up, wrap this up. I'm gonna go in with the Pearl Essence White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray, which is this guy right here. Thought this was a really cool find. I think that it's a really good dupe for the Herbivore line that you normally find inside of Sephora, but it's a lot cheaper. I only paid $5.99 for this. So let's go ahead and take this and mist it all over the face to set everything that we just did. Alright you guys, this is the finished face using all of the products that I got from Tjmaxx and Marshalls. Basically everything that I used was a hit. I mean, the foundation looks really, really good. The lip gloss is really comfortable. The lip colors worked really well. The eyeshadow palettes worked really well, with exception to the Marc Jacobs one. That one was a little bit difficult to work with. But the Too Faced one definitely stole the show. I'm definitely a fan of this. The Aurora palette's really pretty. It's definitely not like your everyday color as far as like highlighters and stuff go, but I think that it's a really cool like ethereal moment to have. But overall, guys, I'm pretty impressed with all the products. I love it. Anyways, that is it. Hopefully this was cool for you. Hopefully you were excited to finally see me put some of these products in action. I have been, you know, doing all these hauls for about a year now and don't ever actually use them. So now we have. Anyways, that is it, you guys. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.